If you clicked on this video, there's only one reason for it. You're looking for a concrete overview of the Krystal GO Launchpad. Is it going to be worth your time? How does it work? How to participate? How to start earning money investing in early crypto projects using Krystal GO? I'm very excited to get into it, you guys. I hope you are too. So make sure to stay tuned, grab a cup of coffee, all of the information, all of the answers you need, one video. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to get right into it. There's a lot to go over with the Krystal GO Launchpad, and there's a lot of things that you will have to know in order to successfully invest in this Launchpad and make profits. You'll need to know about the ecosystem of Krystal, what it does, how it works, but you also need to know more about the Krystal GO Launchpad. Before we do, however, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. It really does help, and I'm sure you guys will like the content. If you've done that, also note down that I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. I encourage that. With that out of the way, let's get started with today's video. So Krystal Beta, as you can see, the ecosystem is still under development currently. This is the ecosystem. Krystal is not just a launchpad, it is a trading, swapping, and staking platform where you can trade your tokens cross-chain, and you will also be able to manage your portfolio, get rewards, and earn interest on your idle assets. So it is a trading platform that has also introduced a launchpad. Today, we're going to be looking at the Launchpad, which is called Krystal GO, but we will also go back and look at the ecosystem because that is important to understand if you want to start investing in Krystal GO. Before that, however, we can start talking about the Krystal GO Launchpad. It is a community-focused launchpad for the next generation in crypto gems. So that is usually all quite a bit of fluff, right? What we are interested in is what projects are listing on the Launchpad. Are they profitable and can you make money with that? And of course, how much money do you have to invest in order to get started? And we will discuss that during the tiers. I have timestamps down below if you want to skip around. For now, I'm going to start with why Krystal, as understanding why this launchpad is different than others is vital, and you need to understand that before investing your money. So first and foremost, it is multi-chain, meaning it supports not one, but multiple chains such as Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, and others as well. Different projects prefer to build on different blockchains. Krystal GO caters to all. At launch, we will be supporting projects built on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Avalanche. For those of you who don't know, Ethereum, BSC, and Polygon have the most launches overall, and Avalanche is a very solid blockchain as well. So these are some good change that this launchpad is launching on. They say here dedicated projects. Projects are selected for launch only after being thoroughly examined for their legitimacy, their ability to deliver, and their resolve to fulfill the vision they promised. Of course, any launchpad is important that research is being done to make sure that only the best projects with the highest chances of returns are going to be given to its users. Every launchpad says this in their description, but it's important to take note of. When we dive into the white paper later on, I will give my own opinion whether I think that the team is thoroughly capable of actually vetting the projects. So stay tuned for that. Here they say simple process. We understand how competing for an IDO allocation can be a long-winded and costly process. Krystal GO makes it simple for you with easy, straightforward requirements and an intuitive UI that outmatches the existing IDO platforms. So what exactly the AI has to play here, I don't exactly know what its role is. I'm sure we'll find out. I do know that they have a very unique system in terms of their tiers and the allocations, which we will get to in a second. And I do think that it matches very well with what Krystal GO is, and that is a trading platform. Again, we'll get into that in a bit. Fair for all. Opportunities to invest in your favorite gem should be distributed fairly and in a transparent manner. Krystal GO is committed to share IDO opportunities for all investors regardless of their investment size. Again, this is just fluff. Don't look at it too much. Every Launchpad has a small tier that is for the people with less money. As an investor, it is key to know what you are getting into. Events will be organized by Krystal in collaboration with projects, right? So those are the AMAs. All right, with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and quickly take a look at the token, the tiers, and how expensive it's going to be to actually participate before diving deeper into the project to see if the team is actually capable of launching these projects thoroughly. So we see that the first tier is called Topaz. Then we have Obsidian, followed by Emerald, and then Sapphire. Now all of these are gems, of course, because we are looking at Krystal GO. It would have been fun to see a top rank seeing like the, let's say the top tier being Krystal. That would have been pretty funny. Unfortunately, we don't see that. We're seeing here total points. You know what? No, I'm going to start from the beginning. So this Launchpad is different than other Launchpads in the form that normally the total points that you stake are going to be determining your allocation size. Krystal GO is different. They will not only take into account how much tokens you have staked, but also your 30-day trade volume. Now, what does that mean? That means the amount of money that you have been trading, the amount of tokens in a month, is going to directly influence the allocation tier that you will be getting. So, how does it work? We see here, after you have completed your KYC via BlockPass, they will start calculating what tier you belong in. Of course, here we have the staked KNC, and 1 KNC staked is 1 point. But then here we see trading volume on Krystal in the last 30 days. $1 equals 0.1 point. Meaning that if you were to trade, let's say $500, you will get 500 times 0.1 point added, right? Not an average, added to your already staked KNC. So if you only stake, let's go back to the Launchpad. If you only stake 300 tokens, you will be in Topaz. But if you have an immense trading volume, you will be awarded the Obsidian rank because your trading volume also counts towards your eventual allocation. A very, very interesting way of doing it. And obviously, why have they chosen for this? It is obviously because it is a trading platform at heart. We see here, this is Krystal. They are a trading platform. So they want to encourage trading on their platform in their Launchpad. Okay, but most of you guys are probably going to be staking. Even if you do trade, you only get 0.1 points per $1. So you're likely going to have to stake if you want consistently a high tier. So how expensive is that going to be? So the current token is going for an astounding 1.50. That's actually quite expensive. I can probably do it out of my head, but I'm going to grab a calculator just in case. So with the calculator at hand, we can see that if a token is 148 at the time of recording, and we will have to do it times 300 for the first tier, that means that the first tier is already costing you $444, which in this bear market is actually quite a lot. We can see over here that the Obsidian tier will be 3,000 times 148. And then again, I'm going to do it with the calculator just to be 100% sure that it's accurate. The second tier is already going to cost you $4,440, which is a very large amount. So yeah, of course, during a bull market, during the bull runs, these are very normal prices. During a bear market, it's actually very expensive, especially if we look at the highest tier, which is a astounding 35,000. You'll be paying a ridiculous $51,000 in order to get this tier. Now, of course, apart from staking, you will also be able to get points through trading, which is most likely why a lot of people aren't necessarily bothered by the fact that the price of the token is so expensive. Because, well, again, you can just trade and you can make up for the difference and it can all be a bit cheaper, but it's definitely quite pricey. So now let's take a quick look at what we will actually be getting for our invested money, what will be awarded to us. So for every single tier, you will need to complete a KYC verification. Very simple to do so. Then over here, we see the social task for whitelist. Unfortunately, this will be required for both Topaz and Obsidian. For those of you who are not aware of what social tasks are, it means you're going to have to go out and do tasks like follow Krystal on Twitter, join Telegram, retweet something, etc. So it's not ideal, but it is not the worst thing in the world. It definitely only takes a couple of clicks. But if you don't want to do it, you'll have to start spending an immense amount of money, because both of Emerald and Sapphire are going to cost you more than 10,000 US dollars. Then an IDO slot for Topaz and Obsidian, it's on raffle, and Emerald and Sapphire are going to be guaranteed. So you will not get a guaranteed IDO slot for Topaz and Obsidian, which is worth taking into consideration, especially because both Topaz you pay $300 more, and Obsidian you'll pay more than $3,000. So it is a very, very expensive, only just to get a lottery tier. Now again, I am assuming that most people participating in this Launchpad are using the Krystal ecosystem for trading and have a large trading volume. And if you have a trading volume of, let's say, 20,000, then you will already have basically Obsidian in the pocket. So you will only need to stake a little bit more to move to Emerald. Of course, how higher you get in terms of tier, how bigger the allocation will get. So the more money you will end up having to being able to invest in a project, which can give you bigger returns. Now that is it for the tiers, and that is actually it for the entire website. There is not a lot over here. Now, here you can of course apply, but we're not going to do that. So what remains are the recent pools. They actually have a separate tab for pools, luckily, and here you can of course connect your wallet. We're going to take a look at the pools to see if the projects on Krystal Go are anything remotely interesting. Now, this is the most important part of the video, as we are going to review the launches, the crypto launches on this Launchpad. If they're bad, then the Launchpad is directly bad as well. So it's very important. We see here the 6 musketeers. I don't think it's written like that, musketeers, but maybe I am wrong in that. MetaMerge, Avarta, and both of these are on the Binance Smart Chain. And these are the upcoming pools, meaning they are not live, meaning that they will be live in a little bit. And here we have the ended pools. These are pools that ended, they are no longer active, and you cannot participate in them anymore. But we can review them to see if they were any good. So let's actually start with Mirror World. We are able to click on the Mirror World, and we will come to this little interface where we have a lot of information. When it started, when the FCFS sale was, when it ended, the sale progress, it has been filled up 100%, meaning that the people who entered fully filled up the entire process that the Krystal Go Launchpad wanted to make, which is a good indicator. But of course, we want to, oh, look at that. Wow. So we can actually see the pool stats of the total participant. This is very rare, and you don't see this often in Launchpad. So I'm really liking that they have this function. We can see that 3 Sapphire ranks participated, 4 Emerald rank participated as well, 6 Obsidian, and 9 Topaz. Now look at what we have over here. We also have a rock tier. Now that was not available on the website, nor did I see it on the white paper. So I'm assuming a rock tier is a free tier that you will get by doing social tasks or whatever. So that's interesting to see. I'll take a quick look at it after we look at the projects to see if we can get more information on rock. But of course, that will have a very small allocation. And here we see quite a lot of people having Sapphire 3. So those are some big whales. At any rate, we can move over to CoinMarketCap, and we can take a look at how the TGE went. We're going to go back to this the Kyber network in a little bit. Now, Mirror World it is. Quickly type that in, see what we find. Here we have the Mirror World token. So obviously, we're going to be looking at the TGE. There's no TGE just yet. Okay, interesting. It says market data is on track. The project is featured as an on-track listing. Okay. For more details on the listing tiers, please refer to listing reviews criteria section B. Okay, so that is not in here. Interesting. All right. So this was the public round, which is why I thought that we might have seen a TGE because it was at the 7th of June. But okay, well, there is that. You can see that the total raised was 100,000 USD, which is an immense amount, you guys. We can click on it and we can actually see it over here. So very, very cool. And yeah, I'm loving it. We can go back and take a look at some more projects to see what type of projects they are launching. It appears to mostly be IGOs. This, for instance, is Topaz or higher, so you will only be able to participate when you have an actual tier. And this one is only in the registration phase, meaning that you should still be able to participate in this one actually. Here you will have the schedule, but everything is still to be announced. So it's weird that that one is in, oh, that's upcoming, of course, it's my bad. So I'm actually quite curious to meta merge. Let's go ahead and type it in, see if we can find anything on meta merge. And as I can see, it is indeed a game. So that seems to be a bit of a trend. This is a game, this is a game. So most of these are IGOs, initial gaming offerings, which are a little bit different than IDOs, initial DEX offerings. So let's see, this looks like a bit of a mobile game. You can click play and start playing right away. They have a story, features, and a roadmap with their tokenomics as well. So if you guys watch my reviews, I don't really like these types of projects too much, but I haven't looked into it fully. It is a metaverse game with obviously a play to earn mechanism. You are officially appointed as the merch master. New items, new maps, new creatures, new rewards always appear. Okay, well, I have to say I haven't fully vetted this particular project. I don't know yet how good this is or how bad it is. What I can tell you is that it is an upcoming project on the Krystal GO Launchpad. But for you guys, yeah, you're going to have different projects over here regardless. So where better to start than with the tokenomics of the projects. Allocation and release schedule. The total supply is 188 million. The tokens will be distributed as following. So the seed distribution is quite large with a 5.20%, which is normal as the seed is the first round and usually one of the bigger ones. The private, of course, being the biggest one as it has the best balance between price and risk for both the company and the investor. 16.5% are for the private sale. Then public with only 2.2%. Most of the time, public is just a small amount, mostly intended as for marketing purposes. The team is going to take 13.8%, which is actually very average. It might even be below average. So that is absolutely fine. 13.8% goes to the team. And then we have liquidity at 10%. Liquidity is used to keep the token in check and prevent it from spiking too hard. 10% is fine for that. Then we have marketing and partnerships, 13.55%. Launchpad being a crowdfunding platform, they obviously need a good amount of their raised potential to go into marketing and partnerships to fill up the pools and keep up their end of the promise to their partnerships and their projects that they launch. Then developments and grants for 2%. It's a bit vague what they mean. Usually in tokenomics, they would just say developers or development. 2% will go to this. It's a small amount, so it's all right. Advisors will get quite a good chunk, 6%. That's above average. Ecosystem, 15%. Then, of course, we're referring to the entire ecosystem of Krystal, not just referring to the Krystal GO Launchpad, but also to the Krystal GO exchange platform. And then here we have exchanges for 3%, and then the treasury fund for 12.75%. Okay, pretty solid tokenomics. Now let's take a quick look at the vesting. There is so much information we can get out of the vesting schedule, so we're going to look into that. We see here that the seed round has a 2.5% at the TGE, which is actually quite unusual. Usually because the seed has such a big discount on their tokens, they will not get anything at TGE, but here 2.5% of the tokens will be released at TGE. Then there will be a 2-month cliff where absolutely no tokens are going to be released, and then followed by an 18 months of linear vesting, meaning that over time, over 18 months, the rest of the 97.5% of the tokens will be released to the seed investors. Now, over here at private, we already see a larger amount at the TGE, 7.5%, only a 1-month cliff, and then a 15-month linear vesting. Of course, private round, having paid more for their tokens, will get more at TGE and will have a smaller cliff and less months of vesting. Then the public, as they paid the largest price, will have a 25% at TGE and equal vesting over 3 months without a cliff. So that is required for the public round investors to make a profit, as overall, because they paid such a large amount for the token compared relatively to the other investors, they need to get their tokens as soon as possible when the price is still high to flip a profit. Then again, they only have a very small amount of the investors are from the public round. Then the team, what is very interesting is they will get nothing at TGE, which brings trust, obviously, because if they would give themselves 100% at TGE, well, you would expect them to just dump their tokens. So they have an 8-month cliff where they will take none of their tokens, then 124 vesting each month, thereafter 7 to 30 months. So they will have a massive vesting period apart from a very long cliff and 0% at TGE. It shows that the team is confident that the token price will remain high and is not planning on selling the tokens right away. So that is a very good team composition, apart from the fact that they're only taking 13%, which, I mean, a lot of Launchpads take 20%. So I really like the vesting of the team. And overall, the total vesting looks very good. Okay, that's about enough about the projects. And let's get into Kyber Swap again, because Krystal is part of course, the Kyber network and Kyber Swap. And I have absolutely tried everything to try and find the white paper of Krystal, but it almost appears like they just don't have it. They just don't seem to have anything like that. They do everything, including the team, the LinkedIn, the white paper, they all link it just to the Kyber Swap docs. So it could be because Krystal is still in a beta. It could be because it's the exact same team behind everything. It is not about what we try to discover, and this links to Kyber network. And it's just not what we are looking for. So there's not a lot of information about this project. They do have a medium, but it doesn't have, again, we go to start here, and it doesn't have that much information either. We do have a blog about start your Krystal journey here. And let's see what it says. Here are some key features of Krystal. We provide DeFi services across 6 different chains. Yep. We have a Launchpad, Krystal GO, that gives you access to crypto projects. Yep. We have a portfolio checker and a Krystal wallet for mobile. Then here's some guides to get you started. And that is also about it. Here are the other links to their news, to their events, Krystalpedia, and for support. And here are then their social media accounts. They also link a main website, and that links them to Krystal. Here you can buy and sell Ethereum, launch the app, and the app, you guys already know what's going to happen. It brings you right here, yay, to Krystal app. So that is really all that we have. So what we're going to do right now, because we don't have a tokenomics, we don't have a team to look at per se, or a white paper, we're going to be diving into the Krystal app to see what the ecosystem behind the Krystal GO Launchpad is. After we've done that, we're going to look at the social media, the community sentiment, and the holders. So it's not going to be as long of a video as usual because it is all very, very new and there just isn't that much information to go around. So, well, I'm going easy on you guys. Okay, so this is the ecosystem, like I said before: swap, earn, and manage portfolio, and get rewards. So it is a pretty cool and very simple ecosystem. Here you can swap your tokens around. You can click on earn, and then you have several ways to start earning, like supply tokens to earn interest, APY, earn bonus rewards by auto farming, or governance tokens on top of interest from supplying. Don't worry if you don't have the required token. Easily swap from any token of the required token before supplying, and then swap and supply in a single transaction to save on gas fees. Okay, so then you can explore that. Here we have Krystal GO, that is the Launchpad. Then over here on Explore, you can swap, transfer, multi-send, get rewards, or earn tokens by sending a referral link. Here we have the bridge that will help you transfer certain coins into other coins. Then over here we have the market. It is fully built in, so it's very nice. You just get to look around and see what markets are currently at what price. I think you can even click on them. For instance, Ethereum, and then there you go. You can transfer, earn, and swap over there, all built in onto the website, so that is very convenient. They have lots of coins. Look at this, not just the top ones. And you have here the top gainers, top losers, and top gainers and trending. Over here you have history. I'm not going to have any history because I haven't swapped, earned, or done anything. But here you will have your overview. Then here we have your referral, where you can connect your wallet, get a link, and get people to use the Krystal ecosystem to earn money. And then here you have your settings and the money you would like to use. You can connect your wallet, and you can connect any of these chains, such as Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, Avalanche, but also Phantom, among others. Very clear and good to see. So that's the ecosystem that it's running on. And then here we have the Etherscan of the Kyber network Krystal. Now again, this is not just for the Launchpad, or for that matter for their Krystal app. It is for everything, their entire complete network. And here we can see that their total supply is massive, and they have only about 172,000 transfers with a bit more than 10,000 holders. We can see that the transfers are happening almost every 10 minutes. And if we move over to the holders, we can see that they have a contract with Kyber Network Staking 2, where they have staked 18% of the tokens. Here we have an independent wallet holding over $35 million, which is 10% of the total supply. Here we have another whale with almost 9%. Then here we have another wallet and also FTX exchange. We also have a couple of Binance exchanges and some more contracts. And here are more big wallets owning a couple million dollars worth of the token. So quite some transfers, quite some holder addresses, and a lot of big whales holding a lot of tokens. They also do have a lot of contracts, but that is not unusual whatsoever. So that is basically all for the Etherscan. It's all looking pretty straightforward as of right now. Then we have the Twitter and the social media. Again, we don't necessarily have a Krystal GO social media. We have Krystal DeFi, which is as specific as it's going to get. As you can see here on the banner, we can both see the Launchpad and the trading platform, as that is the section of the Krystal ecosystem. That's all fine. So we can see here the Krystal GO Launchpad is linked in the description. We can see that they are relatively active. Obviously, it is they're quite active in Asia as well, so they do have Korean posts and stuff like that. Here they actually seem to have launched, look at this, Chirply to conduct an IDO on Krystal GO. This has been posted 5 hours ago. That's actually really cool. I've done a very in-depth analysis on Chirply, so if you want to learn more about this project, which is coming to the Krystal GO Launchpad, make sure to go to my channel and go a little bit below and you will find the Chirply IDO video. So I break it down completely. I was very bullish on this project, so it's good to see that it is coming over to Krystal GO and that it will definitely be a big positive for the project, as Chirply is a good project. Let's see, it only has 6 likes. But we can already see that it does have a comment or two. No, it doesn't. Okay, fair enough. They post a lot, actually. Look at this. Here they post some stuff about their medium. It's all not too important overall. Oh, what happened now? Oh, let's go back. As you can see, if I type in Krystal GO, there's no Twitter page for Krystal GO. Nothing like that. So, yeah, unfortunate. I would have liked it to be maybe separated. But yeah, that is about it. All that I could dig up on them, really. And yeah, the one more thing that I think would be nice to look at would be their medium, to take a quick in-depth look if what kind of value they provide on there, and if it's anything that we can use. I was gonna go over the medium with you guys, but I have to admit it's very boring. It's not anything very interesting. They have a bunch of tutorials, nothing I already didn't say. They have a bunch of updates on their IDOs and IDOs that they're launching, but I also covered that already as well. They have an FAQ, but it wasn't very interesting. And yeah, really, that's about it. I again gave it another shot to try and find more information about the team and the tokenomics, etc. But also on their Medium, none of that is clearly stated. So for your information, that is unfortunate. Again, not having a roadmap, tokenomics, or for that matter, a team, it's just very unfortunate. But then again, they're still in beta. Maybe they are working on it. I am not sure. Maybe I have just missed it. If I have, please let me know. And for the rest, yeah, here we still have the rewards table that I haven't covered yet. So there will be rewards depending on tier 1, 2, or 3. And it will be dependent on how much trading volume you have once again. So trades above 10,000 will have a guaranteed $20 reward. And tier 2 will be trades between 3 to 9,999,000, which will get a $5 guaranteed reward. That's interesting. Why do the rewards get smaller? Look, the reward for this will be $20. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm doing it the wrong way around. Tier 1 is the biggest one, obviously. So that will be the $20. And these are guaranteed rewards. But for tier 3, it will be a raffle, which is essentially just kind of a lottery. So you will have a chance at earning the $5. I mean, these are small amounts. But then again, if you're just transferring, I mean, you're going to transfer anyway. So if you get a nice little reward for it, I guess that would be nice. But yeah, nothing too crazy over there. Here they have the chains listed, and yeah, just overall, let's not waste your time. I think we went over everything important, so no need to stick around much more than that. Right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This was all of the meaningful information about the Krystal GO Launchpad and about the Krystal GO ecosystem. Unfortunately, we didn't have a roadmap, docs, team, or tokenomics to look at, so we went a little bit more in depth in one of their latest projects. And of course, we also went very in depth on the Sherply project IDO that they're going to be launching, but there's a separate video for that already. So make sure to go check that out as well. For now, my personal prediction, my personal feeling about this Launchpad is very good. I like that it is linked and intertwined with the trading network and that they combine your eventual tier with basically how much you have been trading, your trading volume, not just the amount of tokens you have staked. The token has a lot of utility, hence the price, making the Launchpad a bit pricey, but making the overall token and the utility of said token very, very useful throughout the entire ecosystem of Krystal. So of course, everything is still in beta, things are still being developed, but I am quite bullish on this. And I think during the bull run, we might see some very, very crazy price spikes over here at Krystal. And the Launchpad might just give some very, very profitable projects as well. For now, however, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I'll hope to see you guys in the next one. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, do your own due diligence as always. I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao, ciao, everybody.